It's a bit misty today, a bit cold. It's very quiet. There's no one here. and as always, I'm always dry fasted. Always train dry fasted. Alright, now I will do pull-ups. You can also do it without gloves to get better grip. You don't have to have these. I switch around. Sometimes I have gloves, sometimes I don't. It is pretty good to warm up a little bit before you start. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to overcomplicate things. You just stretch a little bit naturally. Then you start. Then you stretch a little bit when you train as well. That's a much better way when it comes to stretching. Training is, a warm-up as well, because, it's natural movements, it's calisthenics. Never ever sacrifice your health. This might take longer to build muscles. It will take 3 years, 4 years. It doesn't matter, The important thing is staying consistent. Building, trying new things, experimenting. See your new habit, see your health, always check your health. Does it coincide with health? Then it's good. Is it joyous? Then it's good. Continue. If it's not joyous anymore, or if you're curious, change and try. Or if you found your routine, keep it. But then find other routines as well. You can't just have one routine. Life is not one routine. It is one whole habit, but it is not just one routine. The same way animals, they wake up, they sleep, they find food, they hunt, they do many things. Animals have many routines. Same with humans. We are animals. But we easily forget that. We want everything faster. Always quicker, faster. Life isn't always fast, Great things take time, alright? Civilization wasn't built in 1 second. Civilization took thousands of years. It takes work to get a body. It takes work. And we're naturals. We can't, cheat here. Now, you can eat all the time if you want to, but you will gain more fat than muscles. You bulk up, you get more fat, then you have to cut. Yo-yoing like that, up and down like that, is actually not healthy. You can see Christian Bale. He's recently said, yo-yoing back and forth like that, like he's doing, the actor. You see, he can feel it's unhealthy. He can feel it. But we all know it as well, Getting fat is not healthy, because people in nature weren't fat. Hunter-gatherers weren't fat. Wild game is not fat. Wild game is high in protein. It has a little bit of fat, and that's it. The brain has fat, but there is only one brain per animal. It's not like they ate a bunch of fat. That's why the keto diet is not 100% the best. It's great for epileptics and people treating as therapy, as a therapeutic diet. Most of us aren't there. We don't need that. We need high protein. Protein is life. Protein. We need protein. We need muscles when you get older. It is healthy to have protein. It is healthy to have muscles, because when you're getting older, your body can take from your muscles as well if it needs to. Remember also that thin people are those who live the longest. So you see, fat is not the answer. The answer is protein. The answer is, not over consuming, but also activity. I eat a lot, but the thing is, I move a lot. I train a lot as well. I train almost every day. I will rest tomorrow. It's my Saturday, my chaos day tomorrow. I can do whatever I want tomorrow, but then Sunday you train again, and Monday you train again, Tuesday you train again, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so forth, forever and ever. all right? You have to move. We evolved to move. We evolved to resist. Resistance is everywhere. Weather, people, animals, everything. Food, water. But also lack of them. Feel my shoulders. It's great. I need more shoulder work. I've always neglected my shoulder work because of my old shoulder injury, but I recently focused more and more on shoulders. But also calves. Gotta have good calves. You gotta train them all the time because otherwise they won't grow. So you train once, you sleep once, you eat once, you work once, you rest once, and so forth. You live once. Everything is one. Everything is one, but you know, it's not one routine the same way. There is not just one apple, you know, or rather, there is not only one fruit, but there is fruit, you know. There is fruit and there is everything else, you know. So it's the same. There's life and there is non-life. You are either life or you're non-life. You're either stillness or you're movement. You're either change and adaptation or you're nothing and unlearning and non-learning, never learning. You gotta make mistakes to learn. That's a cliche, but it is a true one. The tree is not the best because you can't do them properly on both sides. I might get more commando on in the playground instead because you gotta get them properly. You switch around on the tree, but it's not quite the same. So that's why we switch around different places and so forth. We don't just do one thing, you know, on one tree. We want to be capable, resilient, strong, anywhere, always ready. When I say always ready, that is always ready, you know. You can take different, you know, approaches. It's the same thing, you're doing a pull-up, but in different ways, you know. The same way apples are not the same as other apples. You got Granny Smith apples, you got delicious, whatever it's called, red delicious apples. You got different apples. They're not all the same. They have different colors, different tastes, different nutrition. The same way people have different amounts of cells. It's not the same for all people. Some people need a little bit of vitamin D. Some people need a lot of vitamin D. Some people need a little bit of vitamin C. Some people need a lot of vitamin C. You can always do better. You can always do better. And you gotta rest more before you can, you know. I'm already almost finished here. I can feel it. You can feel when you're done. And you know, pull-ups, they're perhaps the fastest, and with, you know, along with push-ups, I always do them fastest. My leg routines take longer, but you can do everything in 1 hour if you're disciplined, motivated, and only, you know, you're not talking to people all the time, and you know, so if you're, it's fun to work out with others, but it might take hours because you're talking and talking. But as long as you get in the stuff, that's great. A lot of people think they have a lot of ideas, but it's not even close. You know, I have so many ideas. I can give you guys all of my ideas, and I still have ideas left for me. So, you know, there is not a lack of ideas in the world. There are plenty of ideas in the world. The lack is character. The lack is development. And this is the most important thing in your life. Health is #1 thing in your life, because without your health, you're nothing. You are your health. Now, obviously, most people don't care about themselves. That's why their health falters. And even people who talk about this all the time, they don't care. They don't truly care. They don't truly care. And I can see it. I can smell it. I can see it on you. I only need a picture and I can see who you are. I only need a picture and I can see who you are. All right? I can see can see it in your eyes. I can see it in everything. I can even see it in myself. If I analyze myself, I'll watch every YouTube video I make. So I see myself, I analyze myself, I improve myself with each and every video, and you know, I can see my, you know, all the errors. And it's not like it's not like you can see all my errors more than I can see. I am the best observer of myself, and you're the best observer of yourself. When you do these ideas, if they work, then the idea is pretty good. It matches reality. It has to match reality. You can't just go against your own nature. You don't go against reality. But it doesn't mean that we kill our dreams, of course. We don't kill our dreams. We don't kill these ideas we have. We work on them. We make them work in the world. We make them work. I will make this work because I love doing this. So this will work. It will work. And it is up to me if it works or if it doesn't work. You know, create your work, try it out, publish it, and see if it works. There is no such thing as freedom, because, you know, you always have to work. You always have to work on yourself. Otherwise, it will go downwards. You know, stillness, it goes downwards. So, you see, movement. You always need movement. Otherwise, this, you know, exponential graph, it will go down. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. There is no such thing as a passive life, passive income, passive business, passive workout, passive meditation, passive this, passive that. Everything is active. Even a passive meditation, I called it passive meditation, but technically you're not passive, you're active in your awareness. So you're not passive. You're never passive. You shouldn't be passive. When you are passive, that's death. All right, that's stillness. Now I understand that we have this built in us. We want to use as little energy as possible. Even atoms are like this, electrons, all right? Even they are like that. They want to be in the ground state, using as little energy as possible. And so, you see, we are exactly the same thing. We're the same thing. You should love waking up in the morning. You should love your routine. I love the way I wake up. I love the way I sleep. I love the way, you know, everything. I love the way I eat. I love the way I meditate. I love the way I work. Work is, you know, hunting. You can see hunting as work, or, you know. So you gotta be active. You gotta work. There is no other way. Because we get depressed when we don't work. Retired people, they get depressed. So you see, you gotta keep it going. And you keep it going. You never feel, you know, this matrix lowness in the mainstream matrix life. Once you are passionate and obsessed with your passion and improving it, because you can't fail then. You can't fail. If you want to be an author and you love writing, I mean, you will be the best. There is no other way. 4 sets, commando pull-ups, chin-ups, regular pull-ups. Now I'll do broad pull-ups, but then I will finish, so I will see you tomorrow.